Eyewitness News.
That we are doing it successfully.
Coming up on Eyewitness News at 7, could there be an end in sight to the mandate that's keeping kids masked in school? Plus, silver bracelets for your ex, how local police departments are using this day of love to serve arrest warrants. We have details coming up in a live report.
Windy and cooler tomorrow, plus we'll be tracking some snow in the Sierra. I'll take a look in your pinpoint weather forecast coming up.
This is Murrow and Emmy Award-winning CBS 47 Eyewitness News at 7.
Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Catherine Herr. We begin tonight with coronavirus. It was still be required in schools all across California. The statewide indoor mask mandate ends tomorrow. Capitol Bureau reporter Ashley Zavala explains what the state's top health officials are saying.
Today, a change isn't being made.
As California prepares to drop its indoor mask mandate, the state's Health and Human Services Secretary Dr. Mark Ghaly confirmed Monday masks will still be required in schools for now. Ghaly said state leaders will reassess the requirement in 2 weeks on February 28th, keeping an eye on vaccination rates and COVID-19 conditions to decide how to move forward. Ghaly did not say if there's a specific benchmark state leaders want to reach before dropping masks in schools.
Parents should not hear that we aren't making a move. We are taking a little bit more time to consider the information, work with our partners across the state to make sure when the move is made that we are doing it successfully.
Ghaly's update comes as COVID-19 cases, hospitalizations, and the state's positivity rate plummet over the last month. It also comes a day after Los Angeles hosted the Super Bowl, which provided numerous images of celebrities and politicians maskless at the mega sporting event with more than 70,000 people. After Ghaly's update, California Republican Party Chairwoman Jessica Milan Patterson tweeting in part, "This is an absolute disgrace with our children as the victims."
There's 1,000.
Governor Newsom said last week teachers unions have asked for a little more time before the state drops its school mask mandate.
I think that's responsible, and I respect that. But we also are in date with destiny. We recognize that we want to turn the page on status quo.
The California Teachers Association in a statement Monday said, in part, "We support the administration's decision to pause and gather more information to make a science-based decision on school masking that responds to this moment in the pandemic. We recognize that any changes will disrupt and destabilize school communities. As much as we all want this pandemic to be over, we are not out of the woods yet." In Sacramento, Ashley Zavala, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
And a reminder, we have a coronavirus resources page on our website, yourcentralvalley.com. It includes resources from federal health officials. Shooting. This is in the area of Jensen and Walnut Avenues. They say just before 5 tonight, there was a shot spotter activation, and police found a man in his early 20s with a gunshot wound to the upper body. He is expected to survive.
All we know is there was 2 vehicles near this intersection. Both of those vehicles appeared to have some type of, there was a disturbance involved, and then shots rang out, and those 2 vehicles went in separate directions.
One other person was in the car that was hit by gunfire. They were not hurt. No word yet on suspects in the shooting. The victim of Friday night's deadly shooting at the Bolero in Northeast Fresno has been identified by Fresno police. 18-year-old Devin Johnson was shot multiple times after an argument at the bowling alley at Blackstone and Sierra. Johnson was taken to the hospital where he later died. Police say the shooting is gang-related. This evening, the search for suspects continues. If you have any information on this shooting, you're asked to contact the Fresno Police Department. While you might be thinking about what to get police, something your ex-Valentine, and it comes complete with silver bracelets. CBS 47's Liv Johnson joins us live from Fresno Police Headquarters with more on this special operation. Liv.
Yeah, Catherine, multiple law enforcement agencies throughout the valley have made posts on social Fresno Police Department. The City of Newman's Police Department made a post today on Facebook. It includes a poem. It says, "Roses are red, violets are blue. If your ex has a warrant, we want to hear from you," encouraging people to call them if their ex has committed a crime that authorities should know about. It's a new take on the old saying, all is fair in love and war. Roses are red, violets are blue. If your ex has a warrant, we want to hear from you. That's what the City of Newman's Police Department posted on Facebook this Valentine's Day. Other law enforcement engage with their in hopefully catch some criminals.
We had a lot of happy people thinking that it was really funny, people saying that they were going to call in their exes.
While the details of what was called in to the department cannot be released, Fresno police say they've responded to 29 arrest warrants since Friday,
including 4 of those being Crime Stopper tips.
The police department's post on Facebook has nearly 5,000 shares and more than 600 comments, many citizens chiming in just to laugh at their pitch.
People tagging their friends and sharing the post. Yeah, it was a very successful post.
And while they are hoping on criminal to feel a greater connection to the department.
Show that we're relatable, that we're humans too. We understand what we all go through in life. Just relate to our community on that level so that we're not always just in cop mode.
To call in an ex of yours, and they recommend that you call Valley Crime Stoppers. That number is 559-498-STOP. Live from police headquarters, I'm Liv Johnson, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
Thanks, Liv. Valentine's Day is one of the busiest for restaurants, but with a labor shortage, how are local businesses faring? And supply shortage, so they're not able to operate at full capacity, and many have a shortened menu. If you're still planning to dine out, industry leaders have some advice.
You know, I can tell you one thing, the restaurants are doing their best right now to provide the best experience possible. The main issue here is just making sure that both the public and the restaurants are meeting in the middle with their expectations. I think most of us are going to attempt to give people a wonderful experience, but I think that overall, we just want customers to have patience with us.
If you're trying to find a reservation for tonight, it's going to be pretty tough. Most of the places we spoke with say they're completely booked as well. The California off the road. Arrests over the weekend, 6 on Saturday, 10 on Sunday. Highway Patrol officials say they consider all 16 arrests 16 lives saved. But there's still some concern for Valentine's Day drivers who might be drinking tonight. The CHP is warning drivers to use a rideshare app or designate a driver.
If alcohol is part of that celebration, again, the last thing you want to do is spend that romantic evening in the Fresno County Jail.
There were no reported crashes related to someone driving under the influence over the weekend.
A very warm start to the week with record high temperatures set in Madera today. Everyone in the 70s, but we're going to be seeing some very big changes tomorrow. A big cool down on the way. We'll feel the wind, and we'll also be tracking some snow in the Sierra. Let's go ahead and give you a look outside with our Valley Cam network. This is going to be a time lapse from our Avenue 13 and Highway 99 camera in Madera. We did see a few clouds overhead today, and we are going to be partly cloudy as we head into tonight. Again, we do have a system on the way that's going to bring us quite the change with our weather. It is 66 in Fresno right now. Most of you in the South Valley in the 60s. Porterville, you are at 59, and then Madera at 59 as well. Here's a look at your school day forecast tomorrow. Partly cloudy skies. It is going to be breezy all day. A cool start to the day at 47, up to 56 at noon, and then 58 the 70s that we have been feeling. Much snow to expect in the Sierra. That's all in your pinpoint weather forecast coming up. First, we'll send it back to Catherine.
Thanks, Lauren. Coming up here on Eyewitness News at 7, trying to find affordable housing is sending some California residents south of the border. And later, a new effort to raise the state's minimum wage and make it the highest in the United States.
got your back?
Everybody needs some help.
CBS 47.
It's a horrifying process.
Treated unfairly?
From one nightmare to another.
Turn to us.
Fight for what you know is right.
You have concerns.
If we don't protect it, our kids are going to die.
CBS 47 takes action when you need someone on your side.
47 on your side.
My side. My side.
Got the job done.
Thank you.
CBS 47 is on your side. Contact us at yourcentralvalley.com. Eyewitness News investigates.
This unplugged device is protecting our beautiful coastlines and more. Put off chores and use less energy from 4 to 9 p.m. to help keep our state golden.
Step into the new when you drive a Chevy. It's time for a fresh approach and a new perspective. New road. Qualified buyers can get 0% financing on most Chevy vehicles. Plus, on select models, current competitive owners get an additional $750 bonus cash. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Why would Stanton Optical choose a spokesbird? They're not your typical eye care company. I'm not your typical penguin. We're a team. There's no I in eye care. Wait.
Get 2 pairs of glasses, including an eye exam, anti-glare lenses, and same-day service for only $79.
Now yourcentralvalley.com, pros who know.
The right workspace makes working from home more convenient and productive. Let the experts at Closets by Design create a stylish and efficient home office for you.
For more expert advice, go to yourcentralvalley.com/pros who know.
Eyewitness News is brought to you in part by Pool Tables R Us. This is CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
The U.S. has suspended all Mexican avocado imports. The move came after a U.S. inspector received a threatening phone call while in Mexico to review packing plants. Both countries said that they're working to ensure worker safety and resume avocado shipments. Mexico's president called the suspension part of a conspiracy against his country by Golden State. Rivera has the story in tonight's Border Report.
That's Sergio Rossetti leaving his home in Tijuana on his way to work in San Diego, where he used to live.
La necesidad nos obliga.
Rossetti told us necessity forces him to be south of the border. He and his family moved to Tijuana about the time the pandemic began.
La vivienda en Estados Unidos es extremadamente cara.
Rossetti says housing is extremely expensive in the United States. In Southern California, San Diego, for example, a basic 2-bedroom apartment goes for more than $2,400 a month, and the median price of a house is about $770,000.
Cheaper for us to live down there.
Jim told us he and his wife share a house in Tijuana because they can't afford to live in Southern California. Many others will tell you the same thing.
Por un estilo de vida mejor.
Juan Villanueva says it's all about the quality of life when compared to the U.S., where many people struggle to make ends meet.
Definitivamente la pandemia trajo mucha gente.
According to Rossetti, the pandemic of the border for a rent in according to the rents have association in Tijuana, rents have increased by 30% in the last year. Salvador Rivera, Border Report.
Firefighters battled a large grass fire in one northern Texas county today, and at one point, as you can see, about a dozen horses could be seen running near the area outside of Fort Worth. No reports of any injuries and no word on what caused the fire. A big change in the weather coming our way. Chief Meteorologist Lauren Wallace has your pinpoint forecast.
And now I have your 4-day allergy forecast brought to you by Boz Allergy. Your top pollens are going to be alder, poplar, and juniper. Expect medium-high levels for the next 4 days. We're going to feel a very big drop in temperatures. We'll be dealing with the wind, and we also have light Sierra snow in the forecast. I'll talk about all of that in your pinpoint weather forecast next.
You never take a break.
And we won't either. Adding more local news to our award-winning lineup. CBS 47 Eyewitness News at 5, 6, 7, and now 7:30.
I'm Mike Osborne with OsborneHomes.com, and I want to buy your house. I'll make you an as-is cash offer on your house within 24 hours. Whether it's a total fixer-upper or in perfect condition, Osborne your house. There's no fees, no commissions, no banks. OsborneHomes.com for 24 hours. OsborneHomes.com.
Step into the new when you drive a Chevy. It's time for a fresh approach and a new perspective. Meet new friends or reconnect with some old ones and find the Chevy that's right for you. Find new experiences, find new roads. Very well qualified buyers can get 0% financing on most Chevy vehicles. Plus, on select models, current competitive owners get an additional $750 bonus cash. New models are arriving weekly. Secure yours today.
No matter where you work, an injury can happen. And when it does, you need help right away. The insurance company has a team of lawyers to make your case go away. Make sure you have an experienced team to fight back. At Barry Smith & Bartell, we know workers' compensation cases, and we know what it takes to win. Call us now for a free, no-obligation case consultation. Let us put the experience that matters to work for you. Barry Smith & Bartell, bringing justice to injured workers.
I know this may look like a... but it's a Nissan salesman ad. Right on cue. This Rogue's got more power than that CRV. You might want to hold on.
On 14 model.
The Solar Forecast is sponsored by Renewable Solar. Exceptional people, exceptional performance. Now, your CBS 47 Pinpoint Weather Forecast.
Good evening and welcome back. I'm Chief Meteorologist Lauren Wallace. A very warm start to the week with record high temperatures set in Madera. 76 for your high today. 75 was your record high. Everyone else within a few degrees of the record high temperature. This is the last 70-degree day that we have for several days. So our stretch of unseasonably warm temperatures ends today. Big changes on the way tomorrow. Big drop in temperatures. 66 right now, Fresno. We have 59 if you're in Porterville, 50s as well, Madera and Los Banos, and then 62 degrees right now, Mariposa. Here's a look at the last 12 hours with our radar satellite loop. We saw a few passing clouds throughout today, but overall plenty of sunshine. We do have more clouds up to our north. Those are heading our way, and that's ahead of a cold front that's going to move through tonight, and that's the cold front that's going to change everything for us. So this is going to cool us down, but it's also going to bring us the wind, both in the valley and in the Sierra, and it's also going to bring the Sierra some snow showers. So let's evening. Again, clouds on the way. As we go through tonight, most of the valley is going to stay dry. A stray sprinkle will be possible out of this system, but most of the moisture is going to be in the mountains. So for tomorrow, we'll start out with snow levels fairly high, but they will be dropping throughout the day. And feet of accumulation, if anything. Most of that accumulating snow will be in the higher elevations. I'd say in the southern Sierra, our Tulare County mountains above 5,000 feet, 2 to 4 inches. And then for some of our northern mountains, really less than an inch of snow. So not much moisture with this. This is not going to be a big event, but at least it's a little bit of snow. So here tomorrow night, so we're dry and quiet again by Wednesday morning, and then throughout the day Wednesday, we're going to see some sunshine. Temperatures will be on the rise again. Let's talk about the wind. We do have a high wind watch that will start tomorrow at noon, lasting until early Wednesday morning, and this is for the Sierra. So we're looking at a northerly wind, 30 to 40 miles per hour, gusting up to 60. That may knock down trees, and we may get some power outages. We do have a wind advisory for parts of the valley, mainly near and west of Highway 99. That does include the west side hills, and this will go from 7 o'clock tomorrow morning through 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. And we are going to expect wind 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting up to 40 miles per hour. 46 tonight. The breeze is going to pick up in the valley throughout the overnight hours. Again, a few isolated sprinkles will be possible not only tonight, but tomorrow in the valley. Going to be moisture for the Sierra. 60 in Fresno tomorrow, 60 Hanford, 60 Madera, 53 Mariposa. Very different from the 70s, even 80s of the last several days. Here's a look at your renewable solar forecast. We'll generate about 19,000 megawatt hours tomorrow, and that is valley-wide. Here's your extended forecast. 60 degrees to up after tomorrow. 63 Wednesday, 69 Thursday. We'll hit 70 again by Friday, dropping back to the upper 60s Saturday, 66 Sunday. Next Monday, back down to average, low 60s. In the Sierra, again, we will see some light snow, flurries as low as 3,500 feet. Temperatures warming, 50s by Thursday, and then early next week, another slight chance of snow. There's a look at your forecast. We'll send it back to Catherine.
Thanks, Lauren. Let's take a look at the updated medal leaderboard from Beijing, brought to you by Sierra Pacific Orthopedics. Norway is leading the way with 21 total medals, with the Russian Olympic Committee, Team USA out the top 5. Still ahead here on Eyewitness News at 7, celebrations get out of hand after the Rams take home the win in Super Bowl 56.
Welcome to the jungle,
You get one shot at this, and I'm gonna give it everything I got.
I'm weird, and I'm here to show to people you can be weird too, and you can win.
I'm gonna be like the owl in the night. You're not gonna see me coming until you're dead.
The most I've ever even camped is at music festivals. Like, it's crazy.
This is Survivor 42.
Oh my God.
Welcome to the jungle.
In agribusiness, one of the biggest expenses in your operation is electricity. And the utilities will only continue to make business more costly to operate. Isn't it time you took your power back? With renewable solar, it's more than just your life. For what you've earned, let us work hard to help you keep it. Renewable solar, exceptional people, exceptional performance.
The GMC Sierra AT4. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC. Get 0% financing on GMC Sierra light-duty crew cab models. Plus, current eligible GMC owners get an additional $500 purchase allowance.
At Kgpe Health Hospice, we believe each of our patients has lived a significant story, and that deserves significant care. From physicians and registered nurses attending to end-of-life medical care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to skilled social workers and spiritual counselors connecting you to tangible resources and long-lasting hope. 100% of the services provided by Kgpe Health Hospice are covered by Medicare. Not all hospices are the same. Ask for us by name. Kgpe Health Hospice.
No matter what's happening outside with the Lennox Ultimate Comfort System, it's always perfect inside. Not just perfect air. Operates.
The Lennox Ultimate Comfort System. Perfect air, fully realized. Don't you wish everything was perfect? Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Donald P. Dick Air Conditioning today.
CBS 47 is on your side. Contact us for Eyewitness News Investigates.
A crowd celebrating the Rams Super Bowl set off illegal fireworks, broke into a store, jumped on cars, and damaged 3 transit buses last night. The police department issued dispersal orders and brought in a large number of officers. Officials described the crowd as violent and boisterous. Officers stopped a car driving in circles in an intersection and arrested a person after a loaded gun was found. There were 19 instances of reported vandalism. An estimated 5 million Californians earn minimum wage. Given the high cost of living in the state, some argue it's time to give them a raise. Joe Sandberg is the chief proponent, pushing the minimum wage to $18 an hour. The wealthy Los Angeles investor and anti-poverty activist is financing the signature gathering process to qualify the Living Wage Act of 2022 ballot initiative for the November election.
There's not a single Californian right now who's working
enough to afford life's basic needs. Not a single one.
His team has about 2 months to collect at least 700,000 signatures. Register 1 million signatures. If the initiative gets on the November ballot and passes, California would have the highest minimum wage in the country. Coming up here on Eyewitness News at 7, Valentine's Day isn't just for the two-legged. Coming up after the break, a special day for some called
Paul Mitchell, the school Fresno, is proud to be helping future professionals follow their dreams and reach great goals. We can help you pursue your career in cosmetology or barbering, and financial aid is available to those who qualify. Come make it happen now at Paul Mitchell, the school Fresno.
The heck? Oh, it's all that nacho cheese flavor packed into my Nacho Tiny Tacos.
I love it. I love it. It's good.
Get my Nacho Tiny Tacos for $3 or try them bacon loaded for $4.
This President's Day, do something we great gas mileage and the pursuit of happiness. Honda's fuel efficiency is legendary. Honda has the happiest drivers in America. And with new Hondas on the way and happy customers taking delivery daily, it's Honda by a landslide. And if there is a landslide, you'll thank your sweet donkey elephant that you drive a Honda. Ask anyone who owns one. See your Central Valley Honda dealer today.
At Central Floor Supply, we have the floors your home has been dreaming of. Our warehouse is filled with name brand, waterproof flooring, and luxurious carpet that will make your home the envy of the neighborhood. Like our Mohawk Revwood Select with a lifetime all-pet warranty. So before you go to the big box stores, come check us out first and save the headaches. For the best in flooring and real customer service, call Central Floor Supply and see why so many people say you gotta go see James.
If you thought my Tiny Tacos were tasty before, you're right. And now that they have nacho cheese flavor in every bite, you're even right. Get my nacho loaded for $4.
Coming up on Eyewitness News at 7:30, new COVID treatments available in the Central Valley. We have a live interview coming up tonight at 7:30. Today, several animals at an Illinois zoo received heart-shaped treats provided by animal care staff. The ringtail lemurs, orangutans, two-toed sloths, seals all received balanced biscuit and gelatin mix. The zoo's tortoises were treated to watermelon in the shape of hearts. And the zoo's sea lions and a gray seal received frozen heart-shaped treats. It's like, oh, somebody left me a cookie. Thank you very much. I will take that and go, oh, okay, 2. I'll take 2. So cute.
Looks like they all loved it and appreciated it.
Yes.
Coming from these record high temperatures all the way back to 60 tomorrow with a breeze. We will be warming up towards 70 again, though, by the end of the week.
Stay with us for Eyewitness News at 7:30. An update on all the day's top stories next.
KFC's popular 10-piece bucket deal is back in just $13.99. And speaking of popular, when you pick up 10 of KFC's delicious drumsticks and thighs and your choice of our Colonel's Own Extra Crispy, well, you might suddenly find you have a lot more friends. Or maybe we should call them taste buds. KFC's 10-piece bucket is just $13.99, but it's only here for a limited time. So make your taste buds happy. Stop in today and grab the 10-piece bucket deal for $13.99 before it's gone. Nothing compares to KFC.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. The GMC Sierra AT4. And capable. That's professional grade from GMC. Get 0% financing on GMC Sierra light-duty crew cab models. Plus, current eligible GMC owners get an additional $500 purchase allowance.
Remember last summer when your AC broke? How it strategically waited till that record-breaking 100, leaving you uncomfortable? Your heater is the same way. It's inevitable that it'll wait till the coldest day to call it quits. Don't be left in the cold. Call Brian's Heating and Cooling. A simple tune-up can help you avoid that panic and keep your system operating efficiently. Think ahead. Call today for your appointment. Brian's Heating and Cooling.
At the law offices of Goldberg and Ibarra, we fight for you. With 40 years combined experience in workers' compensation, personal injury, Social Security income, workers' services, and as state-certified workers' compensation specialists, we stand up for you when you need help the most. Our dedicated and experienced legal staff are ready to help you through the whole legal process. And remember, we win or you pay nothing. Call 559-264-HURT for a free consultation. The law offices of Goldberg and Ibarra, the gold standard.
Hi, Bruce here for Jackson Jewelers, where we buy your old gold. Professionally designed custom pieces, especially for you, or help you find the perfect bridal ring. Stop by and see us in Old Town Clovis. Jackson Jewelers, where we treat you like family.
Why would Stanton Optical eye care company? I'm not your typical penguin. We're a team. There's no I in eye care. Wait.
Get 2 pairs of glasses, including an eye exam, anti-glare lenses, and same-day service for only $79.